Ready for another lesson? Loving a woman will always bring your downfall. I was having a conversation with his associate, and he was telling me, oh, my wife different. My wife ain't like every other woman, and A, B, C, D. So I start laughing. So I said, you telling me that your wife ain't polygamous? He like, what's that? I just start laughing like, sir, you have a lot to learn. Needless to say, when we were in the conversation, he was like, I could see that he was very distraught. And I'm like, why you distraught? He like, because I love my wife, and if we was at a bar or something, we would have been fighting. And I'm like, you really think that that's logical? And you really think that that's okay? And he like, yeah, because of my wife and I love her and stuff like that. The weakest position that you could ever be. See, you loving this woman is getting you out of your logical mind to go fight another man over her honor when she's gonna let some other guy plow her field when you dead or in prison. And the funny thing about this is he trying to say that his girl different, and I just calmly tell him every single person you meet out here in the world have a price. And I'm not saying, and I tell him, I'm not saying that your wife is a hoe or a bitch or anything like that. But if the opportunity presents itself, you never know what she'll do. And he like, oh, I know my wife. And I just start laughing at like, you perceive to think that you know your wife. The situation having presented itself. But when it presents itself, don't be surprised if you don't get the result that you wanted. Needless to say, I just changed the subject because he was getting mad. But he failed to understand women nature. He tried to say that, she religious and stuff. And those are the worst women of them all. The ones that say they're religious. Well, they're not in our community. They're not African American. But it's still the same. If a guy with chippers roll up on the spot, dripped out, all of this stuff, then the opportunity presents itself. Then you'll see how she respond. So I like, your girl don't like rappers, entertainers, and other stuff. She like, yeah. Well, he said no. She don't like those kind of guys. And I start laughing. I'm like, okay, apparently you don't know female nature. Yeah, they said they don't like that until opportunity presents itself. You see, gentlemen, that this man was going to forego logic over the honor of his wife. I can't say that that's commendable because she probably wouldn't do the same thing for you. Women are lazy lovers, as we all know. They're very selfish, and men love way harder than women. Women don't love you, men love you. I say that because a woman don't ever love you. She love what you can do and provide for her. We as men, when we love her. We want to protect her. And I can say that because I've been in love before. One time. And that's all it took, one time, to realize and come to the realization after I had my heart smashed into 4 billion pieces. He keeps saying, who hurt you? I know who hurt me. And I know love was one of the main reasons why I got hurt. So that's why I correct my course. Now my boat's sailing in a different direction. As it should be. The guy that was there listening was like, you saying so much facts, but he too blind to see it. I know, and that's majority of the men out here. Let this be a lesson to you gentlemen that never, as I said in one of my videos before, never check the lion, check the lioness. You can't check another man because it's a very dangerous situation. You ain't talking to a female, and I understand that. With truism come the possibility of violence, and I understand that. So if it come time for us to chunk them, we chunk them. But I can promise you that when we fight, is either I can promise you that if we fight, I fighting to kill, because I know you're doing the same. When people fight, they ain't fighting just to fight. But all of this because I quote unquote love the woman. That's the weakest position you can be in. because then she know she could do whatever she want and you gonna overlook her flaws because you love her. I don't love no woman, and after the first one, I never tell another woman I love her. I'll take a peanut butter and jelly sandwich over telling a woman I love her. Take some gators over telling a woman I love her. And definitely my suits over a love for a woman. You've been taught.